Previously on One Life to Live.
Hello, somebody, I'm stuck in here.
Are you saying that you want to...
Make love?
Could you let me in? She might be in trouble in there.
This baby.
Our plan will only work if you get Holden in bed and you tape him. Good afternoon, Mrs. Rappaport.
Well, that remains to be seen.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? And more to the point, what were you about to do?
What are we doing here?
I've got a surprise for you.
The last 15 minutes, all it's been is surprises. First you tell me to come with you, and we end up here in Dr. Cummings' classroom.
Don't worry. I'll explain everything.
Well, hopefully, because I've had a really crazy day, and I swear, if I have one more surprise, I'll scream.
Thanks for the warning.
Come to think of it, how come you have time for this? Aren't you supposed to be at work?
My shift got canceled.
Oh. That's a bummer. I know you need the cash. I'm sorry about that.
I'm not.
What's that for?
Just don't want anybody interrupting us. We don't have much time.
Time for what?
It is clear that Blair Kramer is still in love with Todd Manning. I've advised Blair on the issue of paternity of her unborn child, given the biological fatherhood of Todd Manning. Yeah, Blair, hi, it's Sam. I'm sorry I missed you. Listen, I've been thinking. I advised you as your attorney how to prevent Todd from laying claim to your unborn child. I'd like to advise you as your friend now. Tell Todd the truth. You know, if he finds out, knowing Todd he will, there's going to be hell to pay. So... Who is it?
Truth's finally out. She told you? Blair, what are you doing here?
Well, please, don't let me interrupt. This is not what it looks like. Well, it's a pretty good invitation.
No, she's telling the truth, Gabriella.
I know what you are. And I do think that Asa might want to know about it, too. Max and I were... Yes?
Talking.
Well, you were doing something with those tongues. If you want to tell Asa, be my guest. He loves me and trusts me as his wife. I think the old man hasn't been in his right mind since his last heart attack. But he would remember his marriage with you clearer than ever, wouldn't he?
Particularly your nursing skills when he had his last famous heart episode.
So if I were to tell Asa that you're telling stories again, who do you think he would believe? Oh, wow. You two. are really scared. Otherwise, you wouldn't be threatening me. The question to you, Blair, is not whether or not I'm scared, but whether or not I'm dangerous. I don't care about you, Gabrielle. I'm here to see Max. Alone. Well, you'll have to wait. Max is in the middle of something. Yeah, you. You know, you can't just barge into my house and expect everybody to drop everything they're doing. Oh, really? See, I think I can. Watch this. Max. It's about the baby.
Why didn't you say so? Look, this is just going to take a few minutes. You mind?
Of course not. We can talk about it later.
It's not what you're thinking. I was just giving Gabrielle a little moral support.
Moral support. Come on, Max. Are you completely out of your mind fooling around with aces? Oh, white.
What? You kidding? I'm not... I wouldn't fool around with her if she were the last thing on the planet with a pulse.
Oh.
I've been there, done that, and regretted it every time.
You know what? You're going to regret it the next time, too. Max, we're alike. We're both the smoothest operators in town. We both have a very soft spot in our brains. Mine is for Todd, and yours, obviously, this week is Gabrielle.
Well, not anymore, all right? She turned my son against me, and I don't think I'm ever going to get over that.
Don't. Get even.
How?
I thought you'd never ask.
What do you mean she told me? Nobody had to tell me. Half the town already knows the results of your trial, and the other half is about to find out. Bam! Ha! Read that and weep. Go ahead, take it.
Enjoying yourself, Todd?
Oh, yeah. See, I'm a newspaper guy. This is really big news.
No, this is a tragedy, and you're taking advantage of it.
No, wait. Tomorrow's edition's really going to take advantage of it. I got a whole big scoop about how Nora used a whole family, got a whole family to take fall for her. That would be your family.
Todd, you've got to let go of what happened so long ago. When Nora threw your case, she just...
What makes you think that Nora said word one to me?
I don't.
No, you did. You said before, when I came in, you said that she told you. You meant Nora, right?
Well, if Nora told you anything, she told you off.
A good picture. Big picture, anyway. Page 3.
Yeah? May I?
Yeah, sure. Spelled your name right and everything. S-A-M, right?
Thanks.
Uh-huh. Oh, hey. Now, you really ought to recycle.
You know, some garbage stays garbage, Todd, no matter how hard you try to turn it into something useful.
You know, there's no need for you to make this personal.
Did you just come over here to throw this trash in my face?
Uh-huh. What, why? Is there a better reason to come
Yeah,
over?
I thought maybe you came by, just maybe, to see how I was doing. To say, congratulations, I'm glad you're free, or I'm sorry for what your family went through. You know, the kind of sentiments that might occur to any normal person.
Well, you're always telling me that I'm not normal.
Man, you're proud of that, aren't you? You like being bitter and vindictive.
Look, I really don't have time for this.
Well, but you do have time for a little drive-by gloating?
Yeah, Oh. No, I didn't come by for that. I came by to find out what you know about Blair. You know that list of films Dr. Cummings wants us to see, right?
Yeah. I was going to rent the first video on the syllabus tomorrow so we could watch it together.
Video. Now, see, we have to go for the real deal. The big picture. This is a film class, right? So let's watch film.
Are you serious?
Yeah. The library had the film and the projector.
Wow.
You know what Dr. Cummings said. You read it in her notes. Half of the magic of a movie
Is the theater of it.
Exactly. It's sitting in a dark room and watching giant shadows play on the white screen. So what do you say? Shall we test your theory?
Right now?
Unless you have somewhere to go.
Well, no, I don't. I just got stuck in the elevator before.
Here in Simmons Hall?
Yeah, it was really weird.
But you're here. I mean, you got out, right?
Yeah, you know Natalie, the girl in our class? She totally helped me out.
What? That's cool. Did you talk to the maintenance guys?
Yeah, I spoke to one of them, but he didn't even know anything was wrong. I'm telling you, they're not too on top of things here.
Well, good. Then they won't be on top of us. Technically, we're not supposed to be here alone using this stuff.
Wait a second, technically?
Okay, legally.
Seth, if I remember correctly, aren't you supposed to be a law-abiding citizen these days?
There are some laws that are not meant to be obeyed.
Christian and I were just hanging out.
Hold on a second, Jen. You're not the one that has to defend herself.
Well, I certainly hope that you're not implying that I have anything to be ashamed of.
You're in my apartment, ma'am, and I don't remember inviting you.
You left the door unlocked, and I was worried about my daughter. I don't make any apologies for that.
Or for anything else.
Jen, if there's one saving grace from this whole Colin mess is that it took our family who we can trust. We made it through because we stayed close.
We made it through because Nora remembered killing Colin.
Conveniently, as Roseanne turned up to testify to that fact.
It didn't bring us closer, it tore us apart.
Okay, I admit there were some difficulties.
Come on, Mom. We all thought that we were murderers. Everybody was lying about everybody, including ourselves.
But in the end, we came together.
Yes, and I like that, so don't spoil it.
I'm your mother. I have a right to care about how you're running your life.
But you don't have a right to run it yourself. You did enough of that during the Colin mess. You know, you're right. I did learn one thing. I learned who I could trust.
Okay, that's it. I asked you, now I'm telling you. You're coming home with me.
No, forget it. I'm not.
This is your fault.
No, it's not.
Now, look, Mrs. Rappaport, I could call the cops.
No, but you wouldn't.
Oh, I would. But for Jen's sake, I won't, if you leave, now.
Gladly, with my daughter.
Jen is not interested. So allow me.
Get your hands off me, you bartender.
Oh, Mom, please. Can I talk to her for a minute, please?
Yeah, sure, okay. I'll be downstairs if you need me. Tending bar.
I am so embarrassed. How could you do this to me?
I know what he wants. I found your prescription.
How?
Your prescription for birth control pills. Tell me it's not too late.
Hey, what are you doing here? Your shift doesn't start till later.
Yeah, I know. I was actually looking for the super.
Oh, well, anything I can do?
The super's the only one with keys to my apartment, right?
You lock yourself out?
No, someone let Lindsay in. Now, she says I left my door open, but I know I locked that door. Wait a minute. You wouldn't have that.
Hey, no, don't look at me. The less I see of Lindsay Rappaport, the happier I am. And I definitely didn't help her snoop on her daughter's boyfriend.
I just got the prescription from Aunt Lainey. She would never tell you about this.
Never mind how I found it. Just be grateful I did.
Yeah, thank you so much for treating me like a child.
You are a child.
No, I'm not. I'm 18 years old. I can vote. I can join the army. And you know what? It sounds like a really good idea right now.
Jen, you have the legal status of an adult, but you don't have the experience. Christian is trying to pressure you into doing something you're not ready for.
You mean having sex?
I don't trust him, and neither should you.
Actually, I think that I'm the one you don't trust.
You're still very naive.
Please, with a mother like you? How can you have such little faith in me? How can you think that someone could push me into doing something that I don't want to do?
Because I was your age once. I know what it's like to want someone to love you so much
That you'll have sex with them?
You would do something that you will regret later.
I know how you can remember being like that because you still are that way, but I'm not. And I'm never going to be.
You can't always plan these things, Jen.
If that's the way you feel, then why did you let me go to Switzerland? Huh? For months. You didn't know who I was with. You didn't know what I was doing.
You had sex when you were away at school?
It's none of your business. But for your information, no, I didn't. And I haven't had sex with Christian either.
Oh, thank God.
Mother, you weren't even this relieved when you found out I didn't kill Colin.
Jen, this is a very, very big moment in any young woman's life.
Yes, I know that. When I was away at school, I did a lot of thinking about what went wrong with our family, and I don't want to make those same mistakes.
And I don't want you to. And contrary to what you believe, I want you to be happy.
Me too. And I know that that means waiting for the right time and the right person.
That's all I ask. And when that special young man comes along...
He already has. His name's Christian.
Don't say that.
Whether I say it or not, it's true. That's why I went to Aunt Laney for the pills. I love Christian. And sooner or later, I'm going to show him how much.
So she just walked in on you?
Yes, we were hot and heavy. He was out of control. He couldn't wait to get his hands all over me. In another moment...
In another moment, you just swallowed him up whole. Just like a snake makes a meal out of a rat.
Well, that's not exactly the metaphor I would have used, Asa. But that's not the point. The point is that Blair came in and she ruined everything. I had him right where I wanted him.
So, get him back there.
I will, Asa. It's just we're losing valuable time.
No, wait a minute. Not really. Because we gained a witness. Somebody can say that Max was trying to steal my wife. No. Blair can be very helpful when Holder goes on trial for murdering me.
We don't need Blair. She's a wild card. We don't need her.
Boy, that woman has got you riled up.
No, she hasn't. I don't think we need her. We just don't need the hassles.
Is that what's really eating at you, or is it something else?
What, like what?
Well, like maybe you're a little jealous because Blair is carrying Max's kid. Maybe a whole lot.
I don't want to get even with Gabrielle. I just want to get away from her.
What's stopping you?
Her! Everywhere I go, there she is. The stable, the wine cellar, here in the library.
As long as she doesn't end up in your bedroom.
I've been there, too.
Oh, what a surprise.
Oh, come on. Look, Asa was flying off the handle. She was scared. She came to me. What choice did I have?
Well, to keep your pants on, that's what.
I did. Okay. Look, she keeps managing for us to be close together, very, very close.
Oh, and you're telling me the big bad Max can't defend himself? Is that it?
No, I can't. I never could.
So you're starting to have feelings for Gabrielle.
Look, I don't know what I have, all right? I just know that there's something between me and Gabrielle, and whatever it is, neither one of us could ever control.
I know what it's like to have a very dangerous connection with someone, Max. It's called an addiction. And you have an addictive personality. You can't walk away from the one thing that will destroy you.
Oh, speak for yourself.
Well, you know what? I am. It's always been that way with Todd and me, but you know what? I'm kicking the habit.
Yeah, in the morning, but by the night...
You know what? I'm starting my own 12-step program. First, you have to just eliminate the temptation, physically.
Well, gee, that's going to be a little tough since we live under the same roof.
Leave.
Well, there's my other addiction. Love of Ace's money.
Boy, Max, you just still got to have it all, don't you? You can't be Ace's son, but you still want everything that goes with it.
What can I say?
You'll never change.
One thing I do want is to be nearer to my son. And that's one thing I'm hoping I can change.
Well, I think that maybe we can help each other.
Okay, I'm guessing that Blair came by to get this whole, restraining order thing overturned.
Yes.
I knew it.
Yes, you're guessing.
Wait, so Blair didn't come by? Oh, man. See, I knew she was up to something big.
Why? Did she do something?
No, she had nothing.
And that makes you suspicious.
Yeah. Look, I know Blair. You slap her, she slaps you back twice as hard. Now I took Star, which means that it's her move now to make.
And that would be?
I don't know what she's going to do. She's going to come in through a window or parachute down a chimney or build a big wooden horse and put it in my driveway. I don't know. But she's been quiet for a long time now, and that makes me think that she's going to do something now really, really big.
Maybe she's quiet because she's not doing anything.
It's Blair, okay? This is how she plays the game.
Game. Key word. This is a game to you, isn't it? Well, it's not the Blair, Todd. She's devastated. I mean, this restraining order is as ironclad as it gets.
Well, it ought to be. My new lawyer, he charges me like $1,800 an hour.
Well, you got your money's worth. I mean, you haven't seen Blair because she knows she can't do anything unless that order is lifted, and you're the only one who can change that.
Well, and that's just not going to happen.
And she knows that, too.
Good. I'm glad that she's finally facing the facts.
More than you are, Todd.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, you can punish Blair for getting pregnant. You can keep Star away from her mother.
That's a good idea. I'll do just that.
But you can't stop Blair from having this baby, nor can you stop Star from growing up. She's going to be her own person someday, Todd. And when that day happens, she's going to realize that you kept her away from her own mother, who loves her, not to mention a new brother or sister.
Hey, half-brother or half-sister, and not my half, by the way.
No, you think Star's going to see it that way? You think she won't see you for who you are? Unloved? Unloving? Alone?
Oh, wait a minute. No, okay, I get it now. This is Blair's big plan? She's going to get you to bug me until I change my mind? No! She should have stuck with the wooden horse.
Guys, no, this is me telling you what I feel. I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but not everybody's as devious as you are.
Blair is. And fine, look, you don't want to believe that she's playing you, fine. But you tell her the next time you see her that I know exactly what she's doing, and it's not going to work.
You think we can help each other?
I think that we can help all three of us.
Oh, baby. Yeah, you came here to talk about the baby. That's why I chased her out. What, any news?
Everything's under control, Max. Okay. But thank you so much for asking.
Thanks for asking. I'm the baby's father.
I know that you are, and I know that you want to be the best father possible. You want to be there when the baby takes its first breath, makes its first step, says its first word.
Oh, how sweet. Now that we've established everything I want, what's the reason you're here? Tell me what you want.
Sweetheart, even if you are in love with Christian, how do you know that he loves you?
The same way I know that you love me, even if you don't trust me.
You just told me that you're in love with a criminal. He works for R.J. Gannon, for heaven's sake.
You don't know the whole story.
Well, then tell me. Make me understand why I shouldn't be scared to death for you.
My word should be enough.
Maybe I should tend bar a little longer?
No, you came at the perfect time. My mother and I were through talking.
For the moment.
Well, hey, in that case, let me see you to the door.
I love you. Be careful.
Bye, Mom.
If you harm my daughter in any way...
How could I ever compete with you?
Oh, I'm so angry I could scream.
First thing I'm going to do is change my locks. No, that's the second thing I'm going to do. The first thing is this. Jen, your mom is never coming between us.
Do you know that for sure?
As sure as my name is Christian Alejandro Vega.
Oh, so I
hear you've added breaking and entering to your repertoire?
What are you talking about?
How did you get into Christian's place?
He left the door unlocked.
Uh-huh. You know, that kind of door could get you some serious hard time.
I just told you.
Don't tell me, because I'm cutting down on red meat, carbohydrates, and Lindsay Rappaport. Health reasons.
Well, thanks for the...
Oh, didn't I tell you? Nothing can stay the course of true love. Not even a mother from hell, or a mother-in-law from hell.
Oh, no, not if I can help it.
Well, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Can I help you?
You already have. Thanks for not telling RJ that you let me into Christian's loft.
Well, just remember me at Christmas time, okay?
Have you finished my website already?
Working on it.
Well, get back to work. I need that redesign up and running ASAP.
RJ, do me a favor.
Such as?
Fire Christian.
If I fire Christian, he'll just go to another bar, along with too many of my female clients.
There must be some way to split him and Jen up.
Well, you know, I'm sure Juliet's mom said something like that when she started hanging out with that Romeo.
Excuse me.
You ladies need another round.
Oh, we were just wondering, where's Christian?
No, Christian Vega.
Well, Mr. Vega's shift doesn't start too late.
Figures. If he was here, the place would be mobbed.
Well, Christian is developing quite a reputation.
Maybe I could give him the kind of reputation that he doesn't want.
Revenge of the Chameleon.
You know, Seth, I'm really not into scary movies at all, especially in empty classrooms or empty buildings.
You know, it's a film from the 40s. It can't be that scary. Besides, I read in the class notes that it's about some guy who can turn himself into anybody he wants to be.
That sounds scary.
So you never know if you're talking to your best friend in the world or someone who's going to slit your throat.
Oh, my gosh, please, don't even say that.
You really don't like scary movies.
What did I just say?
Sorry. But like I said, I don't think it's going to be that scary. In fact, probably pretty cheesy.
So why would Dr. Cummings assign it?
I think she wants us to see how you react to it as a woman versus how I react to it.
As a man.
Exactly. So, what do you think makes a movie scary?
I don't know. When people are in danger and, you know, when things suddenly pop out at you and you're not expecting it, I hate that.
I think what makes a horror movie is how it turns ordinary people in places and makes them spooky and twisted. Then you're always wondering if there's anything or anyone you can really trust at all.
Okay, I'm scared already and the movie hasn't even started.
Say, if there's someone you've known all your life, or a place you pass by every day, like this classroom. No, there's nothing strange about the classroom right now.
No, and I like it that way.
So you sit here, day after day, and nothing's strange. But, change one thing.
The dark, I'm not a big fan of the dark. It really makes me uncomfortable.
It's not the dark that makes you uncomfortable, Jess. It's what you think is in the dark.
Right. Well, can you please just turn the lights back on?
I'm sorry, I can't. Not for what we're about to do. Go home, Todd. Go home to your daughter and tell her why her mommy isn't home.
You know, maybe I'll go home to Star and tell her again the awful truth about her mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, enjoy the last few years before she starts seeing through you.
Hey, you know what? I'm not the bad guy here, okay? Blair's the one who shot Max in the back. Blair's the one that went to the loony bin. And Blair's the one who's not allowed to see Star.
Yeah, and you can undo that.
Why would I do that?
Oh, my God. Oh, maybe for the only real reason that counts. Sam here. No, hi. Yeah, I got the files. I just have to wade through them. Excuse me.
Oh, no, I'll wait. I'm not through yet.
I am. Yeah, hi, man. Dad, I got the files in the other room. Just a minute.
Blair Kramer.
Asa, for me to be jealous of Blair, I would have to have some sort of feelings for Max, which I don't.
You sure did once.
Well, so did you before you found out what he really was, just like I did.
That Blair's got you boiling about something.
No, she doesn't. I just don't like her interfering. I don't like her meddling. Just because she's carrying Max's baby doesn't mean she has the right to waltz into our house anytime she damn well pleases.
Let her. The more she sees of you and Max, the better.
Not if it interferes with our plans.
But it won't. In fact, Blair is helping our plans along.
And how do you figure that one?
I took Al from Max, right? So he'd know how it feels to lose a son. And thanks to Blair, he's gonna feel it again.
No. She has sworn that he will be very much a part of this child's life.
Now that's good. Let her keep his hopes up. By the time the kid's born, he will be sitting in a cell in Statesville. And lucky if he gets a damn photo once a year.
Oh, you're right. Blair will get even less from Max than I did.
I want what you want, Max. A healthy baby, a happy baby that's surrounded by love and security that passed by me when I was growing up.
Nice speech. But I don't believe for one moment that you came here just to deliver that. So, drop the other shoe, Blair. What's on your mind?
An offer, Max. From me to you. An offer that you won't believe. And can't refuse.
Thanks for not getting scared away by my mom. I know sometimes she can be a little...
Obnoxious, nasty, nuts.
Actually, I was going to say overprotective.
Oops.
Things got really bad after the divorce. I had to go all the way to Switzerland just to get away from her. Now I'm back, and it's even worse.
So are you taking off again?
The only place I'm going is into your arms. That's okay.
For you, they're open 24 hours a day.
My mom's visit's such a downer, and I know we had those plans.
Hey, don't even worry about that. From the first time we make love, I want it to be perfect. And we'll know when that time is. And we have all the time in the world.
I love you, Christian.
I love you too.
You're pretty good with the computers and stuff.
Well, I try to know a little bit about everything. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's good. Because some know-how like that could come in handy for, say, small business proposition.
Let's not, okay? The keys to Christian's place were a favor, and I don't want to push my luck.
Well, I'd say you already have, Chad. See, I happen to know a little bit about everything, too.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I know that you carried that crate with Colin MacGyver's body in it up here.
I didn't know what was in it.
Yeah, but the police might still consider you an accessory to murder, and I could call them.
Okay. What's the proposition?
Well, it involves your computer expertise and Christian Vega.
Oh, Blair and Max are still talking.
About what?
I have no idea. It's not that interesting. Ace, I just want to get Max alone so we can pick up where we left off, right?
Good. Then we can share our finest bottle of champagne when we finally bring that Max down.
Well, Ace, my love, put that bottle on ice because the only thing standing between us and success is time. Not much of that either.
What are you offering me that you are so sure I'll want?
Well, it's what I'm offering our child that you can't say no to. Respect. Self-respect. A place secure as any child's. Max, I want this baby to be ours, yours and mine, but not just in our eyes, but in the eyes of the world.
And if a birth certificate doesn't do that, what will?
A marriage license.
Blair, what are you saying?
Marry me.
It's clear that Blair Kramer is still in love with Todd Manning. What else am I missing, Blair?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
The next One Life to Live.
He doesn't want to see me, Ray.
What else has she told you that she hasn't told me?
Do you want Todd to be the father of this baby? Seth, what are you doing?
Carly's been hiding a secret that could bring Sonny home. Find out what it is next on General Hospital.
For Billy Halleck, too much is never enough. But soon, all that will change.
You killed my daughter, so I cut you cleaner. But be erased.
The network premiere, Stephen King's Thinner, ABC Saturday night, 8/7.